Letting everything rest in Shavasana. Just bringing the hands onto the tummy, let your fingertips softly touch. And then as you inhale, the fingers separate. And as you exhale, they softly touch again. So we're just going to take a few abdominal breaths. The arms are heavy, the shoulders are resting, just the hands are on the tummy. Stepping into our Wednesday morning with ease. Maybe setting an intention for your day today as you connect with your body. Maybe as you're resting here, thinking about something that you would like to bring into your life, something that you would like to attract. And you're going to send that energy, that vibration out. Remember, what we give out comes back to us. That's the universal law. So if we keep acting on a high vibration, that's the vibration that we are going to receive back. Now yoga helps us with that higher vibration. I'm going to take 2 more breaths. After that second breath, let the legs come together, take the arms overhead, take a full body stretch, reaching long with the legs, the arms, pushing into the heels, taking an inhale here, and as you exhale we're going to draw in the right knee, maybe lift up the head as well, squeeze it in, and then as you exhale take everything long. We're going to keep going with this movement now. Left side, drawing left knee in, bringing up the head if the neck is okay, squeezing, and then exhale, releasing. Moving on to the right side. Now take an exhale with that knee to the chest and hold for a breath. And then it's the inhale, we're going to release everything long. Moving to the left side, squeezing in, taking a breath. And then the next inhale, everything long. Let's just do 2 more each side, own time, right and left. Taking that little pause, engage the core. And then everything long, last time, left side. Everything long. Bring the arms alongside you now, down to your yoga mat. Take a bend into the legs. We're going to keep the left foot on the mat. We're going to take the right leg long, just hover the right heel. And then start to draw a circle with the right leg. So really open up into that hip joint. Keep your circle quite slow. It's not a fast movement. Really mindful. Hands stay down, just that right leg moving. Keeping that left hip grounded. So after 3 circles, that's how slow they are, we're going to change direction. For 3, the opposite way. You have a little bit of clicking and releasing in that right hip. This is our last circle now. Once you've done your 3, squeeze in your right knee, hug it in. Take your left leg long and hover your heel. Maybe bring up the head as well. And hold. So a little bit of core work to start our practice. Drop that left heel now, release the head to the mat, plant that right foot down. Lift the left heel away from the mat. We're going to start our circles left side. Slowly moving. Use your breath. After the 3, we take a circle in the opposite direction, so just reverse. Slow and controlled. Your core is working to support you, the hips sustain, facing up. After that 3rd circle, we're going to draw the left knee in, hug it in, send the right leg long, hover the heel, option of bringing up the head as well. Releasing the head back down, releasing that right heel, bending back into both legs. Link the fingers now, just place your hands under your head, rest your elbows to the mat. And we're just going to let the knees fall left and right. So again, slowly, just as you did with your circles. Keep the head neutral and just moving left and right. Keep that distance in the knees. The feet are hip width apart. They don't leave the ground. They're just rolling side to side. And then let the knees fall to the right and hold there. This time you can turn your head to the left if you want to. Bring the head back to neutral, draw the knees in and let the knees fall over to the left. Option of turning the head right. Head comes to neutral and then the knees. We release the hands. Draw both knees in, this time a roll side to side. And then roll yourself onto one side. Let's make our way into table. We're spreading the fingers, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're tucking the toes. We're going to hover the knees away from our mat. Two more breaths. One more. Start to lift the knees away from the mat, head into downward facing dog. Maybe take a pedal here, pushing into each foot. And then pushing both heels down to the mat, send the hips side to side. So you're going to feel that down the back of each leg. You're pushing away from your yoga mat, the arms are long. A few more breaths. Finding that stillness now, downward dog. And we're going going to take a slow walk to the top of our mat. All the way. A little bit of distance in the feet as we fold. And then take a bend and a lengthen into the legs a few times. Legs are long, we fold. We take a roll up all of the way. We bring the hands up. We drop the right hand down, we take the left arm long, creeping that right hand down the right leg. And we come back up. Drop that left hand, right arm is long, creep that left hand down the leg. And then a few side to side. Moving one way, moving the other. Let's do that again, both sides. Coming back to center, reach both arms up. We're going to exhale and fold. Coming back over the legs. Take your long spine now. Exhale. Step back into plank. Knees could be on the mat. We're going to take that lower down. That breath in cobra. We're going to come back into our downward dog. We're going to step forward with our right leg into a high lunge. Our hands are going to be on our hips. We're dropping that left knee down and we're pulling it back up. Now this could be just a soft bend, we could go deeper. Your body's going to tell you what feels okay. We've got one more. Dropping down and reaching up. We're going to take the arms up now in that high lunge. Take them behind the back, link the fingers, pull the arms back. Option of a humble warrior here, so we could fold and send the hands high. If our shoulders, our arms don't like that, we could stay with hands on the hips or drop the hands to the mat. So choose what works. We then frame that right foot. We step back, we lower down to our mat. We take our cobra and we find our down dog. We're stepping our left foot forward in a high lunge. We bring our hands to our hips. We're dropping that right knee down and we're squeezing it back up. Two more like this, dropping down, squeezing up. One more. We bring the hands high. Maybe take them around the back, linking the fingers, pulling the arms back. Option to fold, humble warrior, or keep the hands on the hips, or drop them down to your mat. We release the hands, we frame the left foot, we step back to our plank. We lower down to our mat, cobra, and we peel back into child's pose, sit back. 3 breaths here. We find our down dog again, pushing back. We step the right foot, top of the mat. Hands come back to the hips, for that knee lunge, dropping down, peeling up. 2 more. If we're moving, we could be holding. We've got 1 more to do, dropping down. And then we send the hands up. This time we're going to take an opening into Warrior Two. We're going to bring the palms up, turn that right foot in, and then exhale, wide leg fold, hands down to the mat. We're going to keep the left hand down, centre of the mat, open the right arm up. Drop the right hand down, left arm up. Both hands back to the mat. Core strength brings us up. We bring the hands all the way up. We turn the right foot out, Warrior Two. We turn, we frame that right leg. We step back to our plank, lowering down to our mat. Cobra. We're going to come straight back into down dog. 2 breaths here. Slow, controlled movement and breath. We're stepping that left foot forward, bringing the arms to the hips. Option, bending that right knee, squeezing it up. 2 more. Nice and slow. And 1 more. Bring the arms up. Let's open. Warrior Two. Palms come up. We turn that left foot in. We take our fold. Hands down to the mat or the block. Right hand centre of the mat, left arm up. Left arm down, right arm up. Right hand back to the mat, we slowly come up, arms all the way. Left foot out, Warrior Two. Let's turn, frame that left side, step back, plank pose, lower down to your mat. Cobra. And your 3 breaths back in child's pose, sitting back. Two more. We peel back up, down dog. We're stepping forward, right foot again, hands to hips. Option to drop that knee 3 times. 2 more. And 1 more. Take the arms up, reach up. Hands to the heart. This time Warrior Three, so coming away from your mat. Hands stay at the heart, we take that left leg long. Very good. We step it back, we bring the arms back up. We open, Warrior Two. Palms touch, we straighten that front leg, we turn it in. We fold in that wide leg. Hands under the shoulders. This time left hand to the right ankle, right arm up. Taking that twist. We come back to our mat, we take that right hand, left side, left arm up. We're coming back to center, our core is bringing us up all the way, reach the arms, left foot back out, Warrior Two, and then frame. We could step straight to child's pose, we could take that vinyasa if we want to. And then we're going to come into down dog. Take your time. Left foot forward, high lunge, hands to the hips, 3 knee drops. 2 more. And 1 more. We reach the hands up. We bring them to the heart. Warrior 3 in your own time. Holding there. Very nice, everyone. We step back into that high lunge again. We open, warrior 2. Palms touch, straighten and turn that left foot. Take your fold all the way down to your mat or block. Right hand, left ankle, left arm up. Take that twist the other way, left hand, right ankle, right arm up. And back down to your mat. We inhale up. Open left side, warrior 2. We turn, we frame, we step back, option of that vinyasa or straight to a child's pose. We're all going to meet back in child's pose for those 3 breaths. Child's pose, the arms could be long or alongside you. Two more breaths. We're coming back into down dog. We're walking the hands to the toes. We're rolling all the way up. Inhaling, exhaling. We're going to come into dancer pose. So you're going to kick back your right leg. You can hold either the outside edge of your foot or you bring your hand round and hold the inside. Left arm goes up. We start to take that right leg back. Always have your left hand on something. The balance is tricky today. Try not to let that right hip turn out. So think about turning it in towards your mat. We release. We inhale. We reach up. We exhale, heart. We're going to take the weight onto the right leg, hip back the left. Maybe take the hand back to hold. Once you have hold, draw your knee in, your right arm is up. We kick back, hips stay level. Very nice. Release, take your inhale. You're still at the back of your mat, you exhale, fold all the way down. As you fold, maybe taking hold of the back of the legs or bring your hands under your toes, hinging a little deeper. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. Keep using that exhale, maybe come deeper. We're going to release the hands, taking a walk down our mat. Once there, drop the knees so you come back into table. 3 cat-cow breaths, dipping the belly. Exhaling, spine up. 2 more. One more. And then we're going to sit back between the heels. Now you could have your block there if you need. So we're sitting back towards the heels. We've got our few options here. Hands could step back and we just send the chest high and rest here. Second option is we come onto our elbows and we stay here. Very deep stretch for our thighs, our hips. Last option, all the way back to our mat and our palms face upwards. So choose what works, choose what feels good this morning. I'm going to be here for a few breaths. If none of these work with the legs bent, we could be cross-legged. 2 more breaths. We're going to roll back up. Hands come down to the mat. We step the knees back. We're going to take a cross of the legs. Grab our blend if we have one. Taking a few breaths in of that blend. Maybe applying it to an area that needs it this morning, using your own intuition. Palms facing up. I'm going to close the eyes. Being aware of the breath coming in through the left nostril as you inhale. Breath out of the right as you exhale. Inhaling right on your inhale. Exhaling left on the exhale. 2 more like this, 2 more rounds, your own time. Coming back to the breath through both nostrils. And those of you that are finishing at 7, it's 7 now, so I will see you tomorrow. Everyone else, let's take that inhale in, reach it up. Drop down the right arm, take that left arm long. Inhale, reach up. Left arm down, right arm long. And reach it back up. Exhale. Just have your left leg bent in first and then your right. Grab your yoga block. Have it just in front of you. So we're going to work with a little pressure point with our thumbs. So we've got our blend maybe on our hands. So we're going to put our 2 thumbs just into that groove just above the nose. So kind of around that 3rd eye point. That bone there you can feel. So put your 2 thumbs there, really lovely for any mental tension or headaches. And if you can reach your block, you can drop your elbows down and just rest here. It should feel nice. If you can't reach your block, you just stay up. I'm going to take a few breaths. Your block could also be on top of something. You could have 2 blocks or your bolster. 2 more breaths, just feeling like we're clearing the lens of those glasses or using our wipers on our cars. Clearing away any tension, any negative thoughts. Breathing in that high vibration. Taking another breath here. We're going to remove our thumbs. We could turn our block if we wanted to and go a little deeper. Maybe even crossing the arms, resting down for a moment. So we're going to feel that now deeper into the right side, particularly that right glute, right lower back. We could also have our bolster here or a few pillows. We're going to hold. Taking another breath here. And then roll yourself back up. Change the direction of your legs, so right in first. We're going to do one more pressure point. So again, if you think about your thumbs, and we're going to put it into here. So we're giving you a facelift this morning, and then the first fingers can just be at your forehead. So you're pushing here, forehead, resting elbows. Fingertips can touch like we did on our mat with our breathing. Again, your block is there, different heights, or your bolster. So we have lots of energy points throughout our body. We're often just aware of our 7 chakras, our 7 main energy points. We have, I think it's 108 Mama points. These are used in Chinese medicine, acupuncture. I'm going to take another 2 breaths. If there's any pain or discomfort, we can always just remove that pressure. And once you've taken your 2 breaths, you might want to lower your support and come down a little deeper. Crossing arms, elbows, whatever feels good. Taking that stretch onto the other side. Our face should be feeling that lovely, fresh, oxygenated blood. Even our head should be feeling that bit clearer. Taking one more breath here. And then we're going to roll up and take our legs wide. So you could have your bolster in front of you now if you wanted to. And we're going to start to fold down towards it. So again, it could be elbows resting, head in hands. It could be coming all the way down to that support. It could be your few pillows or your blankets. Push into the heels so you feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Holding, breathing, a few more breaths. Try not to let those knees pop up. I know hamstrings can be tight, so think about grounding them down. We're slowly going to roll back up. And we're going to start to reach for our right foot. Now this could be our strap around our right foot. Once you've got hold of your foot with your hand or your strap, I want you to bring your left hand onto your left shoulder and pull your left shoulder back. So imagine you're turning your tummy to face upwards. Keep pulling that left shoulder back. And then you might want to reach your left arm up. Even turn your gaze upwards. You should feel that all down your left side. We can stay with that left arm reaching. We can take it over towards our right foot. Or if the arm is feeling tired, we could take it around our lower back. So you have a few options there. Keep heading towards that right foot, that right leg. Keep opening up. One more breath. If you're looking up, bring your head back to centre first before you lift away. Let's bend in our right foot, bring our right hand behind us, plant it down, push up, reach the left arm long, push it into the hips, reaching that arm back. Exhale, lower all of the way back down. Keep your right knee bent. You can bring your block to your right side. We're going to start to fold towards it, but imagine your left glute is grounding down to your mat. So again, it could be elbows. We could be here. We could be resting hands on block, just taking a twist to that right knee. We listen to our body. It's going to tell us how it feels. If that left glute keeps lifting, mine is lifting, just think about grounding, pushing it back down. You should feel that through the back, gentle twist. Let's take another breath here. And then rolling back up, just move your block away, take that right leg back out. So we're going to move to the left side now. So first we're reaching with that left hand or grabbing our belt around our left foot. Right hand on right shoulder, we're pulling it open, we're looking upwards. Right hand is reaching. Pushing into the heels, toes are pointing up to the ceiling. We can stay with that reaching up, we can take that arm over to the left, or we take that arm around the lower back. Keep thinking about pulling that right shoulder back, particularly if that arm's around the lower back. Keep thinking about sending that belly outwards rather than down to the mat. Let's take a few more breaths. If our head is turned, we bring it back to centre first. We slowly come up. We're going to bend in our left leg. Left hand goes back. Option to push up into the hips, reach that right arm long. Plant your right foot down to your mat. Yes, very nice. Imagine you're reaching those things that you're drawing into your life with ease. We're grabbing them now, coming back down to our mat. Realigning, sitting evenly on the glutes, maybe grabbing our block for the left side or our bolster. We're turning now towards that left knee. So it could be just a gentle twist, hands to block. We could be delving a little deeper, coming down to that support. Think about that right glute pushing down into your mat. Another breath here. And then slowly making your way back up. Right, we've got one challenge to do today, so let's see how we get on. We're going to come into downward dog. And I promise you a really lovely, yummy stretches at the end. So coming up into down dog, we're going to set ourselves a little challenge. We're going to think about lifting our foot and our arm away from our mat. Now every day we feel different, so don't worry if this feels too much today, but we're going to just try it. So we start by lifting just our left heel away from our mat, and we can just point our toe. Now I'm not bringing it up into a three-legged dog, just lifting my left toe away from my mat. Now I might then do the same with my right arm, just hover your right arm above your mat, or you take your right arm back and then your left leg can come a little higher. So just play around with this balance, with this challenge. If you drop back down to your mat, if you need to have a quick look at me, and then I'm going to come out because I'm wobbling now. Don't worry if you wobble. Really engage the core. We're trying left foot, right arm first. In that down dog. We're going to drop the knees and just take a breath. And then we're going to come back up. So coming back up, spread the fingers, take a moment, just grounding down, planting the feet, planting the hands. Maybe we're just going to lift away that left foot, just from our mat. Maybe we start to lift away that left hand as well. Maybe it's just a soft hover above our mat. And then we're going to drop the knees back down to the mat. Well done everyone. That was our Wednesday challenge. So we're going to bring our right knee in towards our thumb, take the big toe to the left side of the mat, walk your right leg back. Let's come into Kapotasana for a moment, so maybe stretching arms long or making a pillow with the hands. Take a little bit of movement side to side once you come down, a little massage, and then find that stillness. We'll be thinking, glad that downward dog position is over with. We're going to hold now for 3 breaths. So it's good to challenge ourselves. Quite often we think we can't do something, or we tell ourselves, oh no, I couldn't do that. Because it's easier to just stay where we are. So these little challenges are going to make us get stronger. Push us out of our comfort zone, and this is not just in our yoga practice. This is in everyday life. We always want to be growing. We're going to take another breath. We're then walk our hands back to our knee. Step into a plank. Take a breath. Drop the knees, left knee, left thumb, right leg back. Coming into whatever version feels good. Taking that little bit of movement, that massage. And then we're going to be holding. Few more breaths. And I'm going to take that roll upwards. So, you've all got a block. We're going to use it, and hopefully you've all got a blanket or some form of small pillow, which is going to be for your head. It could also be a second block. So I'll just show you what we're going to do. We're going to think about opening into the heart, throat. Get your extra layers on, yes, while you're here. And then your block is going to be around the middle of the back, but this is different for everybody. So we have a bend in the legs, we roll back. I've got my hands to kind of position my block. And then my blanket is there. I could have quite a soft position of the back of my head on my blanket. I could remove it and go for crown of head around my mat. So for me it feels quite comfortable, but please, if it doesn't, try adjusting. You've got your hands free, you can move your block around. Arms are going to go out to the side. If it doesn't feel okay, just remove your block. Your legs could be long, or you could keep that bend. So a supported fish pose. See how you find it. If you need to come out sooner, then that's what you do. Really just letting yourself go. A place of surrender in this pose. I'm going to take a few more breaths. Taking one more breath. We use our elbows just to push ourselves away from our block to remove it, and then we're going to stay back down on our back. So staying on your back all the way down. Bring the legs together. We're going to draw in the right knee, just squeeze it in. Maybe a little roll through the ankle. And then you're going to push your heel to the ceiling, supporting the back of the leg. Option here to start to draw that leg closer to you, so you're creeping your hands towards your heel. Also the option to lift away the head, which is going to engage the core more. So you could keep your head down or lift it off. You keep drawing that heel closer to you, that leg is long. If your head is lifted, bring it back to the mat. Last squeeze of that leg long. And then we bend our knee, and we're going to take that right knee over to the left. Could be to our support, it could be all the way to the ground. Rolling onto our left hip. Let the right arm go, maybe just close the eyes. resting here. We're going to make our way back to centre. Right leg is long. We're going to draw in that left knee, take that roll through the ankle joint again, moving both ways. And then we're going to start to send that heel up to the ceiling, supporting the back of the leg with the hands. We can stay just where we are, or we start to pull that leg a little closer to us, scooping our hands up towards the heel. Option to lift away that head. Keeping that left leg straight. Dropping that head back down. Last squeeze of that leg. And then bending that knee. We're going to take that knee over to the right. Down to the support or the ground. Relaxing that left arm. And then very slowly we're going to come back to centre and rest. So finding your Shavasana, maybe that extra layer, that blanket. Make sure you're warm. Softening the head, the arms, the shoulders, whole of the back, the glutes, the legs, the heels. And in your mind's eye, I want you to bring your awareness to any fears or doubts that you may have. Anything that's holding you back. We're going to gather them all into a ball. Maybe it's a small ball, maybe it's getting bigger. Keep gathering those doubts, those fears, those limiting beliefs. Maybe seeing this ball getting bigger. You're now going to see yourself standing on a very tall mountain. Standing in mountain pose, feeling very powerful, very strong. And you're going to let that ball just fall away. It's rolling down that mountain, getting further and further away, getting smaller and smaller, till you can no longer see it. You're inhaling that lovely pure fresh air, feeling strong and powerful. This is who you are. Continuing with that breath and allowing yourself to rest. When you're ready, just starting to be aware of the body now, resting on your yoga mat. The whole body. Starting to gently move the fingers, the toes, maybe a little roll of the head side to side. Maybe drawing both knees in now, rolling side to side, the knees, the legs. Taking yourself over to one side when ready. And coming back to seated. Let's close our practice with one Om mantra. We're going to inhale and begin. Bring your hands to your heart, remembering what we give out, we get back. And staying in that higher vibration as much as you can. And knowing these tools are always there to support you. Let's bow to Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.